mystery theory. Today, we're going to talk about an unsolved mystery and a mysterious disappearance. I think it's one of the most infamous in Italy, and it was requested by you, so thank you. Before I start with today's case, as always, I would love for you to leave a comment or an emoji, rate this video, and share with me whatever you feel like sharing. I not only love to hear your thoughts, read your thoughts about the cases and my theory versus your theory, adding information to the cases, but I love to read from where you're watching. Sometimes you guys just give me the most random details. Sometimes you just say hello. So thank you. If you want to get extra content or simply want to support my channel, I have a Patreon page with a new case released. Actually, 2 cases released this week. So sign up, check them out, and show your support, of course, if you want. Let's talk about Emanuela Orlandi and this 15-year-old girl was the daughter of a Vatican clerk. This case will take us all the way back to the year 1983. It was June 22nd, and she left her house to go to her flute lesson. Now, this was her routine. And according to some witnesses, on her way to her flute lesson, a man driving down the road stopped to talk to her. Now, this guy sounds fishy to begin with, but to make it more weird, supposedly tells her that she could make a lot of money selling Avon. I'm sorry, but that's weird. If you stop your truck and you start a conversation with me, it better be because you're lost. But if you're trying to recruit me to sell something, sorry, random stranger, but that's That's weird. And it was weird for Emanuela, who was very polite and said, not interested. She kept walking and she arrived on time. She also decides to call her sister and tell her about what happened with this guy. She was, I don't know, distracted during her class, and she even asked her teacher if she could leave early. And she did, just before 7 p.m. And she was seen going into this bus and talking to this woman who was also a passenger. And that was the last time that anyone saw Emanuela. Now, when she didn't show up at home, her family contacted the police. A few days after the search started, the family began receiving calls from a man who said that he knew where Emanuela was. Some people are very cruel and, of course, come up with this horrible, what they call pranks. But this person said that he saw Emanuela, quote unquote, selling cosmetics. So it was interesting to them because how this guy knew that she was approached and offered a job selling cosmetics right before she disappeared. The family continued to receive strange calls at any time during the day and night, taunting them and some offering to help them find her. The Pope got involved in the search. So on July 3rd, 1983, Pope John Paul II, he issued a call for Emanuela's safe return. He said that he was very close to her family and that he wanted her to be found. But something completely bizarre happened after this. A man claiming to be connected to Mehmet Ali Akka, the Turkish terrorist who was in prison for shooting the Pope in 1981, demanded the release of this terrorist in exchange for Emanuela. He investigators say that he was nicknamed like that by the police, the Italian police, because he had an American accent. Whatever the case may be, this guy that was known as L'Americano was believed to be some kind of an opportunist, like somebody to trying to get benefit out of this cry for help. But he started to show that he was pretty familiar with Emanuela. He mailed photocopies of her registration for her music lessons and even the actual sheet she was studying. So you could tell that he had some kind of access to her music school. When authorities finally took him seriously, he stopped communicating after October 27th, 1983. Police at this point believed that they were purposely being manipulated to kind of stray them away from where she was really, I should say. They were still getting leads, but leads that took them nowhere. Well, there was a point where they just believed that somebody was trying to throw all kinds of different theories at them to, again, kind of keep them away from where she really was. An Italian journalist, Pino Nicotri, who covered the case, came up with this, or he blamed, what was it, like a satanic cult. He even wrote a book exploring the theory that she was a victim of Satanists who used her in their rituals, and that then they sent different false leads to investigators. He also said that this was happening right under the nose of the Vatican. If you ask me, this theory which I respect, but there are no evidence of anything like this. Then there was this other theory that the mafia was involved. Apparently, this theory claims that they kidnapped Emanuela in order to pressure the Vatican still remains a mystery. Now, when I heard about this story and the crazy mafia and Satanist theories, I was interested in understanding where they were coming from. What led them to believe or come up with these stories and these theories? And to be 100% honest, there is absolutely no physical evidence, no evidence, period. It's all theories and ideas, and a lot of them based on this journalist that made a lot of money because of Emanuela's disappearance. When people talk about the Vatican, the Catholic Church, and the riches, I think it's safe to say that some of the more out there theories come out because we're all human, and even people in the Vatican are humans, good and bad. And we all know about some of the abuses to kids and overall inside the church. So I feel like it's an easy target. The journalist knew that people eat that stuff, like, everyone loves a good conspiracy, especially if it involves the Vatican. That Holy Land to Catholics, and the power that comes from the church. And as we always say,